Good day. I'm Jomari Perez and let's talk about the assembly programming language. An assembly language is a type of low-level programming language that is intended to communicate directly with a computer's hardware. Unlike machine language, which consists of binary and hexadecimal characters, assembly languages are designed to be readable by humans. How assembly language works. It relies on a strong relationship between the instructions input using the coding language and how a machine interprets the code instructions. Code is converted into executable actions using an assembler that converts input into recognizable instructions for the machine. Components of assembly language. The first component of assembly language is syntax. When writing any code in any program language, there is an observable specific order of rules that must be followed to allow a compiler to execute the code without error. These rules are defined as a syntax and they contain criteria such as the maximum number of allowable characters, what character codes lines must start with, or what certain symbols means. Label. A label is a symbol that represents the address where an instruction or data is stored. Its purpose is to act as the destination when referenced in a statement. Labels can be used anywhere and address can be used in assembly language. A symbolic label consists of an identifier followed by a colon, while numeric labels consist of a single digital followed by a colon. Operators, also referred to as commands, operators are logical expression that occurs after a label field. In addition, it must be preceded by at least one white space character. Operator can either be opcode or directive. Opcode correspond directly to machine instructions, and the operation code includes any register name associated with instruction. Alternatively, this directive operation codes are instructions known by the assemblers. Directive. Directives are instructions to the assembler that tell what action must take place during the assembly process. Directives have the importance of declaring or reserving memory for variables. These variables can be recalled later in process to perform more dynamic function. Directives are also used to break programs into different sections. Macro. An assembly language macro is a template shoe format represents a series or patterns of statements. This sequence of assembly language statements might be common to multiple different programs. A macro facility is used to interpret macro definitions while a macro call is inserted into the source code where normal assembly code would have gone instead of the macro set of statements. Mnemonic. A mnemonic is an abbreviation for an operation. A mnemonic is entered into the operation code for each assembled program instruction to specify a shortened opcode that represents a larger, complete set of codes. For example, the mnemonic multiply by 2 has a full set of code that carries out the mnemonic. Okay, let's move on to the history of assembly programming language. First assembly language is attributed to Caitlin Booth in 1947 for the ARC2 at the University of London. This implementation, however, more closely resembles math to run a machine rather than the modern mnemonic form. Caitlin Booth, who celebrated her 100th birthday last July, lived a life filled with history-making milestones. She co-designed one of the world's first operational computer. She was credited with the first assembly language, and she wrote two of the earliest books on computer design and programming. And in 1949, assembly language was first used as a type of computer programming language that was able to simplify machine code language, which is necessary for telling a computer what to do. What is the difference of assembly language among other programming language? The assembly language is a machine-dependent type of language and it makes use of the mnemonic codes for operation. And a highly level language or the other programming languages is a machine-dependent type of language. and it makes use of English statements for operations. That's all, and thank you for watching my video.